We were live. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Special breaking news edition of Pinstripe Territory. Had to turn on my mic there for a second. I did a reset of my computer, and sometimes that kills the mic, so sorry about that. Devin Williams, closing pitcher for the Brewers, has been traded for Nestor Cortes. And Devin Williams will now fill out the back end of this Yankees bullpen. Now, if you look at basically what the Yankees gave up, Nestor Cortes was probably not going to be a part of the Yankees rotation next year. He's suffering from a little bit of an elbow issue. He obviously served up the big home run in Game 1 of the World Series, had to miss the end of that season. There's been some talk that he was going to be out of the rotation anyway. The Yankees signed Max Fried. They already have Garrett Cole. They already have Carlos Rodon, Clark Schmidt, Luis Gil. Luis Gil could be involved in another deal that we'll talk about tonight on our show. But it sounds like there is some movement. Also, there's a rumor that Caleb Durbin, second base prospect, was included as part of this deal. And it has been now confirmed by Brian Hoke. So there goes our second base plan. So the Yankees are acquiring two-time All-Star Devin Williams from the Brewers for Nestor Cortes and Caleb Durbin, along with cash consideration. So this definitely opens up the infield even more. The Yankees did a nice job of hyping up Caleb Durbin after his strong performance at the Arizona Fall League. But Devin Williams is a really good pitcher. Let's take a look at his numbers. Just historically, he's been fantastic. 2022, he had a 1.93 ERA, 15 saves, 60 and 2/3 innings, 96 strikeouts. Again, the Yankees have needed swing and miss in that bullpen for a while now. And 2023, he was back at it. 1.53 ERA, 61 games, 58 and 2/3 innings, 36 saves, 87 strikeouts, 0.92 whip. So not a lot of base runners. The Yankees are definitely getting better at the back end of the bullpen than what they had with Clay Holmes this year. And the way Luke Weaver threw in the postseason and down the stretch, that gives them a really solid 8th and 9th innings. There's been some talk lately about Tommy Kahnle possibly coming back too. You see his numbers were limited in 2024. That is because he had a back injury. He had a fracture and he had missed the beginning of the season. But when he came back, he was just as good as always. You see 38 strikeouts in 21 and 2/3 innings. Obviously, anytime that there's a back issue, there comes with it a chance that it could be re-injured. But, the Yankees are trading a pitcher who's probably going to get injured as well in Nestor Cortes, who's dealing with that elbow injury. So, a little bit of risk on both sides here. Caleb Durbin going the other way obviously stings a little bit. That changes the Yankees' infield plans. But I don't think that they would trade Caleb Durbin unless they had another plan for the infield. Now, Jazz Chisholm is a natural second baseman. And there's been some talk that possibly Jazz Chisholm could move back to second and the Yankees could sign Alex Bregman. His name has been rumored for the last couple of days. Would not shock me one bit if the Yankees bring him in. There's also been some talk of the Yankees trading for Kyle Tucker. Right now, the Cubs are seen as the favorite. But what we're hearing, Yankees are in full damage control mode for their brand. They are trying to gain back momentum as being the big bad Yankees after what was kind of a embarrassing moment, losing Juan Soto to the Mets. We had his introductory press conference yesterday. Looked like he put on a few pounds, honestly. Not hating, just saying. And said he hadn't spoken with any of his Yankees teammates. You wonder, what that means really behind the scenes. So Yankees obviously forced to go into another direction. He was plan A, and now plan B is being executed. The Yankees picked up Max Fried the other night, 8 years, $218 million. Saw some people say that might be a little bit of an overpay, but that's the cost of doing business right now. You had to go that extra year. They made him the most well-paid left-handed pitcher in history above David Price. The David Price contract didn't work out well in the end, but he's a guy who throws a sinker, throws a cutter. He's not a power pitcher. I mean, I guess he's kind of a power pitcher, almost a strikeout per inning, but really, he's a polished pitcher. So Devin Williams will strengthen the back of this bullpen. The rotation has gotten stronger. and now it's time to improve the offense. There's definitely moves coming. The fact that they moved Caleb Durbin, who Brian Cashman said the other day was their most likely candidate to be the starting second baseman, is big news, because that means that there's another move for an infielder coming. There's just no way that they can go into the season without that. I mean, you could say that they plan to run Oswaldo Cabrera or Oswald Peraza out there. I think Cabrera's probably better in that utility role where he plays a little third, a little first, a little bit of outfield, and a switch hitter. You know, you can match him up pretty much any day of the week in any spot to give somebody a day off. And I think they like that. He's a great clubhouse guy, enthusiastic about just being on the team. Oswald Peraza, he's had very limited chances. He hit pretty well and fielded pretty well when he first came up. His second and third go-rounds, not so good. This year in the minor leagues, he missed a little bit of time, kind of struggled offensively. He's made some tweaks to his swing. He's known as a unbelievable defender, though, and he's got a fantastic arm, so it would be kind of a waste of him at second base. But I guess you could say the same thing about Jazz Chisholm, because he's got a fantastic arm, too. And, you know, the problem with having a fantastic arm at second base is you don't get to showcase it very often unless you're doing like a relay from right field to third base. Judge playing right field, he's got a great arm. A lot of times he can just throw it all the way to third base. If you're doing a relay home, I mean, unless it's coming from the gap, again, Judge can probably reach home, turn in the double play. But, hey, interesting move. I've got to get ready for Foul Territory, which begins in about 20 minutes, and they're going to talk all about this move. Eric Kratz is on the show. He follows the Brewers closely. He obviously played for the Yankees as well. So I look forward to his insight. I look forward to hearing what everybody else thinks about this deal. I think it's very interesting that they moved Caleb Durbin, to be honest, because that definitely means there's a move that they feel confident about on the horizon for an infielder. Let's just check and see if there's any more fresh breaking news here on the Twitter front, or X as we call it. Let's see here. Nothing yet. So that seems to be the final deal. Caleb Durbin and Nestor Cortes for Devin Williams. Again, tune into Foul Territory starting in about 20 minutes. I got to get ready for the show. Again, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Doing a live show tonight at 9 p.m. With my guy Terrence, and we're going to talk about this move and the possible upcoming moves for whether it's Bregman, whether it's Tucker, and we're going to go over our lineups that we would have for the 2025 season. So, congrats to the New York Yankees and their fans on picking up a fantastic closer, and welcome to the family, Devin Williams. I'll see you guys in a few hours. Tune into Foul Territory in just 20 minutes.
Ball game over.
If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and give us a subscribe. It helps other Yankees fans find the channel. We're also on all your favorite podcast platforms and social media. Join the community, have some fun. We're here after every game. This is Pinstripe Territory.